Hey, my name is Nathan Peterson, OCD and anxiety specialist. I'm going to do something that you guys have requested for a very long time. I'm going to be reacting to different OCD and anxiety memes, see if they're correct, see if they're not, see if they're funny. I'm going to teach you what to do maybe with some of these. We're going to see if some of the advice that is given is accurate. Hey, you going to sleep? Yes, now shut up. Where's your birth certificate? Okay, yeah. I mean, your brain knows it needs to sleep, right? But it doesn't always let you. You know this. You've probably had this experience before. It seems like at nighttime, our brain goes into problem-solving mode. Things that are just completely random. Why are you thinking about your birth certificate? You don't need that right now. But why is your brain producing a thought like that? It does a lot of things where it thinks it's protecting us. It thinks it's like, you know what? You probably need to find out where that is. That's important. I mean, you don't need it right now, but it's important. You know that conversation you had last year? Did you ever figure that out? Did you offend that person or not? When it comes to OCD, often it can be like, you still haven't figured out your identity. You don't know if you're with the right person that you're dating. Is God disappointed in you? I know that prayer that you had earlier in the day, like maybe you didn't say it correctly. It's gonna bring up all these things. Hey man, let's problem solve. I know it's like a quiet place, lights are off, but this is pretty accurate as a meme to be like, yo, I'm going to sleep. The brain's like, cool, let me wake up, give you a bunch of thoughts. Have you had that experience before? Having OCD is like having a million final destination like visions every day. Interesting. Yeah. Have you ever seen Final Destination? I actually don't know if I've seen it, but I know what it's about. I've seen little clips. Every time I drive behind one of those trucks and it has a bunch of those like tree trunks and stuff, I'm like, well, my time has come. I'm a goner. But this seems like a very accurate description of more than just a thought, intrusive thought that people are having. They can be very vivid images. It could be harm related. It could be about their identity. It could be who they are as a person, about their afterlife. Like, man, and it's hardly ever positive. Actually, maybe 100% never positive. Is that one of those things we can say never about? Maybe. Because how often is your OCD saying like, you're a great person today. Oh, you're just awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. You're amazing. No, it's always the opposite. If the brain didn't make it feel real, then you probably wouldn't do the compulsion. It's doing that. It's making it feel so real. So you go do something about it. It just wants to make sure that you're safe, even though there's not actually a problem. Me getting ready to post on this subreddit, me scared I might give someone a new obsession. Oh man, did you know that obsessions are not contagious? It can feel very, very like, okay, I'm about to watch this TV show and it says triggering on it. So something's gonna trigger me. It's gonna stick with me. That's not really how it works. OCD attacks and connects with what we value, what we care about. So if the thing someone posts or whatever it is, you're like, I'm gonna get this new OCD, that's not how it works. You care about what you care about. They care about what they care about. Yeah, something could be like, oh, I've never heard about this before, but unless you really care about it, it's not gonna connect. But it is interesting that I can see maybe some responsibility OCD, mingled into this thing where it's like, I wanna share an experience, but I also don't want other people to get this thing, which is like, it shows that you're a good person. Genuinely, people often are just great people. We need to give ourselves more credit. Does anyone else with intrusive thoughts get that weird dismissive head shake when they get them to kind of like reject the thought, or is it just me? Meow and save? Ha, cool name. You gotta shake your brain like an Etch-a-Sketch to start over. Have you ever done this? Like, oh, I don't want that thought. No. Does it work? No. Doesn't work, does it? Maybe for like a microsecond, it's like, I can do something to get this thought to go away. Seems like that is a reaction. I don't like this thought. No. That actually sends signals back to the brain that says, what you just thought about is dangerous. So if it's dangerous, you haven't solved it yet. Let me keep reminding you how dangerous it is. So I'm gonna give you more intrusive thoughts about the same thing. We would say that is actually a compulsion to shake your head. We don't want to shake your head. We want to just have the thought and say, hey, cool thought, bro. Thanks for coming. Cool. Thanks for being here while I'm at the pool. That's great. I love this. Awesome. But you're blah, 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 blah. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, but you haven't figured this out. Yeah, maybe not. When we give those like kind of like nonchalant, cool, I don't care kind of responses to it, we don't shake our heads. We don't do anything to get the thoughts to go away. It sends some signals. Really powerful subtle signals that say, hey, let me correct you here and let you know how dangerous maybe this actually isn't. You know what really grinds my gears? When people say they have OCD, when in reality, they just prefer things to be neat and organized. Yeah. That is most people, man. Have you ever shared your experience with somebody and they're like, oh yeah, I have OCD too? No. I share with a lot of people that I'm an OCD specialist and they're like, I like my OCD, it keeps my house clean. And no one with OCD says they like their OCD. That's how you know you don't have OCD. But at the same time, I don't blame them because how would they know? It seems like OCD is a good thing because, well, you get to clean your house and you got to keep things organized and you're motivated to do it. But they don't see the distressing, anxiety-provoking piece of it. So I give people the benefit of the doubt when they start doing this. And I get it, but it really can kind of cause feelings for those who experience OCD to be like, I've been terrorized for hours today about this thing and you just said how great this is for you. It's very invalidating. Don't think about it. Stop thinking about it. At least think of it less. Think of something else. Anything. Very good description. Just what we talked about. If a thought comes and we're saying don't think about it, we're going to think about it. We're probably going to think about it more. Great description of what happens when we try to remove a thought or make sense of it or think of it less. It doesn't work that way. Waking up after being 100% convinced you were going to die in your sleep. And I've worked with so many people who have had this fear. What if I don't wake up tomorrow? But they have it day after day after day after day, maybe for years. Without OCD, we can often see that logic of like, hey, wait a second. This thing has been threatening you time and time and time again, and it has not actually come true because it holds on to that 0.1% chance of like, but yeah, anything's possible. So guess what answer we give? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I won't wake up tomorrow. Cool. Sometimes we take these moments not to use it as logic, but just to be like, OCD, you're a liar, man. A liar. You keep telling me this. Nothing's happened. So I'm going to risk it tomorrow. If I'm so worried I didn't do something right before bed and that means I'm going to die, like, let me make sure I don't do it. Test the theory out. Of course, we're not doing anything that causes harm or danger to yourself or others, but sometimes the things that the brain says, you got to get out of your bed this way, you got to think about this, you got to figure this out. Those are things we're going to be risking, man. Mess those all up, go to bed, wake up the next morning, you're like, you're a liar. Me waiting for the reassurance that will bring me relief once and for all. This is a really good description. OCD and anxiety say, you do this thing, you're going to feel better. Very micro-minute thing where that anxiety feels better, but it doesn't stick around. I hate that. I wish it would. So it's like, you know what? It worked, so do it again. And it worked, so do it again. But it's not a full-blown, I'm golden, man. I never got to do this again. This is a really good description of people just like, yeah, I'm still waiting, not working. What does work is actually doing the treatment for OCD instead of the compulsion. Trying to gain assurance of something is not often possible. We don't know the future. We don't know everything. I could say everything's going to be great and fine and dandy. Your life's going to be wonderful, but I don't know that. Someone can come in with their fear and say, I'm going to get this illness because I have a lump or whatever. And I'm like, you get checked by a doctor? Yeah. They say everything's okay? Yeah. Okay, well then you're good. Oh yeah, I'm good. There you go. Thank you, doc. No, that's not how it works. The brain's still gonna doubt it. So we still use a maybe, maybe not, maybe, maybe not. Don't seek for reassurance anymore. Seek for uncertainty instead. That's what we want. That is the golden ticket, man. I hope you're able to gain some knowledge here. Use humor within OCD and anxiety because sometimes we need it. It can feel so downtrodden. You know what? I don't know if I've ever used that word in my entire life. Downtrodden. Did I even use it right? I don't know. I'm going to sit with that uncertainty. But yeah, man. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to do more of these. If you have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments. Share me what your favorite memes are. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Every time I drive, if this thing was squeaky, hopefully that wasn't in the video. Squeaky, squeaky.